Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I haven't posted a video. Shit's been crazy, but I just got a new zoom, new color, new cut. So of course I wanted to record a video for you, and I just bought one of the new Killawatt foils from Fenty. I bought the, what is this called? The Mimosa Sunrise and Sangria Sunset, and I'm super in love with it. It's so beautiful, how pretty it is. And I wanted to do a look with you guys because I noticed that a lot of women ask me if I buy products from the Fenty line, and it's like, of course I do. But I know with some of the products, some of you ladies may not be sure, like you're a little unsure on how to use it. So I just wanted to create this look to show you different ways that you can use it. So grab a seat, get you a glass of wine, some popcorn, some snacks or something, and watch how I created this look. So guys, we're going to start with the MAC Cosmetics Chromaline Processed Magenta. I like using this as a base when I'm using certain colors. It comes in different colors, and how I use it is I pat it into my eyelid and just try to get like a good coverage. And just pat, 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 girl. Then I take a blending brush and I blend out the crease to diffuse the color so you don't see my fingerprints all over my eyelid, because that's not the look I'm going for today. So you're gonna blend it out in like a windshield wiper motion, just going back and forth. Then I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty Killawatt foil in Mimosa Sunrise and Sangria Sunset. I'm using the Sangria Sunset with my eyeshadow brush. That's a MAC brush, I can't remember the number. But I'm just gonna load up my brush. I'm gonna take my Fix Plus Mist my brush, because that's gonna make the color even more intense when you wet your powders. And then I'm going to press it into the eyelid and just pack it on, pack it on, pack it on, and get as much coverage until I get the look that I'm looking for. And then I'm gonna take my blending brush. This is a 217 brush from MAC, and go back again, sweeping it into the crease, diffusing that color just like we did the Chromaline base before. Now I'm just making sure both eyes are diffused, and at this point my brush has nothing on it. I wiped off the excess product, and now I'm just sweeping back and forth with a clean brush, even though there's still a pink tint to the brush. Now I'm using my favorite eyeliner, the Inglot Gel Liner in black. This eyeliner is so fucking black, y'all. Like, it's the best gel eyeliner that I've used thus far. And I'm using a pointy brush. It's a Sigma brush, I can't remember the number. But I like using pointed brushes when I do my winged liner. I feel like it makes it easier to do, and yes, even as a makeup artist, I still need a brush that makes things easier for me to do, because liner is one of those things that one day it's good and the next day it's like, bitch, you tried it. Now I'm using Lash by Sade Faux Mink lashes in Dance. I love these lashes so much, and I use Duo Glue in black. I apply it to the band of the lash. I let it get a little sticky. Don't blow on your lashes because that's not hygienic. You don't want spit on your lash. And then I like to apply my lashes from the outer corner in. I use my fingers for the most part. Sometimes I'll go in with a little tweezer situation, but I prefer my fingers. I have little hands, so it works. And that outer corner was not sticking, but I fixed it later off camera for pictures. This tweezer is from MAC. I got it when I used to work for MAC, and it's cute. I like it a little bit more because I'm not scared that it's gonna like poke me in the eye like the pointy tweezers. I mean, it can still poke me in the eye, but at least it's a little less scary. Now I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. When I'm wearing foaming lashes, I don't put mascara on the lash itself. I'm just coating my lash so that it blends in with the false lash. And I wiggle at the base and stroke up. I'm kind of stroking out just so that I'm not getting a lot of mascara on the false lashes because I want to be able to use them again. Now I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion and the Lumi Liquid Illuminator. I like to mix those two together on the back of my hand, like so. And then I apply it to my cheek under eye area. This helps diffusing my redness and gives me the glow that I want under my foundation in the area that I want it. It shows through the foundation, gives like a very soft illuminating look. I apply it to the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, and my chin area. And if you're wondering what's on my lips right now, it's actually a sugar scrub because I didn't want to be out here with dry ass lips. So I'm letting my scrub sit. Now I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty foundation in 370. I'm using the Morph Y10 brush and I'm just sweeping in a downward motion. Sometimes I buff, but in this case my skin has been like pretty good. I don't want to get much makeup in my pores. I sweep down. And I like to start at the center of the face and work my way out. Of course, being careful to not fuck up my liner. And then I just make sure I'm blending down into my neck and under my jaw and my chin. And of course, don't forget the forehead, but don't get too much makeup in my really pink hair. Now I'm going to use NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel and Ginger. I apply it, I start at the inner corner. Sometimes I make a small tiny triangle. That way I don't have much to blend out, because the more you add and the larger you make the triangle on your face, the more you're carrying your highlight down to your cheek and all the way towards like pretty much into your hairline as opposed to like at your hairline. So I blend it out with a wet beauty blender by dabbing it. I just press, dab, dab. And I'm going to do the same to the other side and add to the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, and above my cupid's bow and my chin. And I'm going to take that same beauty blender and blend it out again in a triangular shape, but being careful not to bring it down too much onto the face, because that's not where I am trying to highlight and brighten. And by the way, guys, my brows are filled in. I just did them off camera. I can do another video about brows. Now I'm using the Fenty matchsticks in Truffle to contour. I like the sticks because of the shape. It's easy to make your marks and it's easy to blend them out. Especially for the nose area, it just fits like perfectly into like the sides of my nose. I don't get too crazy with my shapes with contouring because I don't want to have a hard time blending them out. And when I do my cheek, I do a back and forth motion and I kind of flick up to blend it out. I just wanted to show you one side. Then I take a small blending brush and I blend out my nose. Smaller brushes are better for contouring the nose because our nose is like one of the smallest features on our face aside from our eyes. So a blending brush or a small eyeshadow brush is the best brush in my opinion to blend out your nose contour. And that's how one side looks. Now I'm going to blend out the other side using that same brush, because who doesn't like a little snatch nose here and there? I don't contour all the time, but when I do, I make sure I do it right. Next is the Match Stick Shimmer in Yacht Life. I love these shimmer sticks. They blend out very beautifully with your finger or with a brush. They give a nice color to the face, and look at the glow. Look at that. I mean, come on, let's be serious. If you haven't tried them, I'd advise you to try them. They're really, really good. I love them, especially on a day where you want a more radiant look. When I want something radiant, I stick to more creams and liquids. Now I'm using the MAC Sheer Press Powder in NC45. This is, again, another Sigma brush. I think it's called their Duster or something like that. I'm not sure. I'll list it below. But I'm just setting my T-zone area. Because the Fenty products are like a soft matte, I don't really use a lot of powders when I use her products. And it also depends on the look I'm doing at my client. Now I'm taking an eyeliner brush in the Mimosa Sunrise. I'm going to mist my brush again to make the color more intense and stick. And this also helps prevent shadow fallout. And then I'm going to smudge it at my lower lash line. I really love this color. I think it's beautiful. Like, this is a perfect summer collection. I love the colors she chose, and this is like so up my alley. And its orange is like not too much. It's very soft. Now I'm going to take the IT Cosmetics Tight Line mascara to do my bottom lashes. I believe this tight line is waterproof. I really like it mainly because of the brush. Like, if I really want like really thick bottom lashes, I will go over it a couple times, a few coats. But today I wanted a softer look. Now I'm taking Mimosa Sunrise again with a fluffy brush and blending it on the apples of my cheek and my cheekbone for a very like orangey, soft orangey glow. Now I'm using the matchsticks again in Yacht Life. I'm putting it on my lips as a base. And then I'm going to take the Sangria, what is it? Sangria Sunrise, and rub it all over my lip for like a soft pink. Like, I didn't want it a bright pink color like my eyes. That's why I used the Yacht Life as a base. And now I'm using the gloss as the finishing touch. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. I came home today and was just like, I just need to create, and I didn't really get to play with my new Fenty stuff, so I created this look for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon at the next video.